again. The final episode. I am scared. I am afraid, which is basically the same thing, but just two different things. Still two different things. I'm on edge after last episode. I really am. And last episode, we discussed a couple things in terms of the analysis and where things may be going and theories and stuff. So I'll just briefly reiterate some of those. This idea that Lucy may betray David at the final end. When it comes down to it, Lucy may go the Kiwi route and betray David in some capacity for her dream to go to the moon. Otherwise, though, I had this theory that she won't do that. She'll just be rescued and she'll see what David has become and be like, I can't do this anymore. You're definitely going to die. Like, we cannot be together. Like, she'll see what he has become and know that it's too late for him and that they just can't be together and they'll part ways like that. Like, David won't die. It'll be more bittersweet. I also have one where David's gonna die after saving her, and so she will choose to then go to the moon, I guess, and like all that sort of stuff. This idea that like David wasn't really interested in taking down the corpos or anything. He sort of was more interested in rising up within the system, just in an alternative system, if that makes sense. Like, David's not that much different than Faraday, because Faraday wants to rise up in the corpo system, but David is also participating in the system. He's just participating in like an alternative hierarchy, if that makes sense, right? And so Lucy, though, is more interested in getting out of all of this altogether. Like, David was never interested in leaving Night City. He just wanted to rise up in an alternative hierarchy, right? Anyway, so all that to say, I'm scared. Oh, okay, well that's nice. I love Falco. He was just, it's like, we've only had this man for like a couple minutes, but like, I still love him a couple episodes or whatever, I guess. Ah, cool. Damn, that harpoon's really coming in handy. This is so cool. Nice. Nice, nice. But yeah, I guess this idea that, like, Lucy wants to leave this system entirely, but David participates in the system. We talked about that as an analysis point and whatnot. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm gonna try to turn off my analysis brain and try not to, like, accidentally predict too much and just watch, you know? But I'm scared. I'm worried. Yeah, I know. How are they gonna do that? Jesus. Yeah, see? So they can't... Uh-oh. So they don't want to tell their bosses, right? But now they kind of have to. But yeah, do they not realize that they're coming for Lucy? But I guess from their perspective, David shouldn't know that they took her. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. But... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, okay, she's leaving. Oh, man. Oh, God. I don't like him. I don't like that. I don't like this at all. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, Kiwi. Why the fuck did you do this, Kiwi? What are you doing? Oh, dear. Oh, hello? But this was David before. Like, in previous episodes when he would just walk around, but nobody's there anymore. No one's at his usual spots, you know? Maybe this is like the cyber psychosis in his mind, like he's almost dreaming. But yeah, this is like at the beginning of the first few couple episodes where he would just walk around and we'd get those shots. Now he's all alone. Damn, he's just like... He's imagining causing chaos, or maybe that was real chaos. Oh yeah, see, he's dreaming. Damn, see? Oh, I don't want David to go over the edge, though. Fuck, man. This is pretty cool, though. Like, you know what I mean? He just took all their guns and now he's using it against them. But he's much much more machine now than even human. You know what I mean? It's almost like a mech. Like, it's not even him. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, they're getting toasted, though. People have had to see that. Like, the news must be all over this, you know? Uh-oh. That's not good. But yeah, I mean, he was always like that, right? It's when he's not, like, when he saw the crime scene and he started laughing, is it not the same? It's just, nothing really changed. He was always like this, kinda. Oh, no. Oh, well, he's gonna be at the top floor. It's just not gonna be what you... Oh, dear. Oh. No. Yeah, he is gonna go to the top, I guess. Oh, that's what he asked her. I don't think so either. Oh, I don't think that she will. She's gonna die, by the way. He's gonna kill her. He's definitely not gonna pay her. Oh, shit! See? Why didn't you think it was a good idea, Kiwi? Oh, this is pretty cool, though. Oh, damn. This is so cool, but, like, I don't know. What am I supposed to... That's not good. What did y'all think was gonna happen? Oh my god. And they're all saying he's gonna burn out, but... Uh-oh. What? What the fuck, man? Oh yeah, they talked about this before. Damn, man. Just another guy. Well, see, he's like kinda not here, but... Oh, I love all the shots that they're using, that everything's... You know? I love how they're, like, putting the shots to, like, show how things are different, but shit, man. Oh, no! No! Don't worry, she's already dying. Yeah, I know. Why did you think? Oh, yeah, I know, Kiwi. Why? No, it hasn't been. These are bad. These were all terrible decisions. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Damn, man. But what did we really think was gonna happen? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, it is! See, I wonder, like, I feel like Lucy's, like, reacting, even though we can't see her reacting, you know? Oh, that big fish thing! Oh, boy. Oh, what? Damn! See, so they're after Faraday, too, like... Wait, so they're kinda... I thought that they were under him, but, like, they're kind of his boss, almost, you know what I mean? Oh, man, this guy... Oh... No, I knew that they were gonna do that! Fuck you! Oh, man. Fuck. See, like, how am I supposed to have any hope? Oh, no! Oh, my God. Uh-oh. Oh, man, see, but this guy deserves it. See, they would kill him. Ha! I love this. Like, everyone's just dead. Yeah, I swear, I feel like, well, they're all just standing there. They don't even know what to do. I feel like all their throats were, or something. Oh, I guess not. I was like, why is he just standing there when he's just scared? Oh, shit. Oh, he's definitely gonna die. Even like he, you know. Yeah. Oh, shit. His whole leg's cut off, though. He definitely can't. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god, is this really the time for this? Bro, the drama team is just like... Yeah, I know! Well, that's what I'm saying! What is going on? Bro! Oh! Oh! But what if she can fix him? I know it's stupid, because it's like, I can fix him, but like... Oh... Yeah, well... I mean, that you told him to, and then there was no choice. No. Oh no. Oh. 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 Yeah, see? this guy is dead. He's so dead. Yeah, what about these two? Oh, okay. Um. Oh. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh no, not Rebecca. Oh shit. Not him too. I can't believe even Rebecca couldn't make it out of here. Oh god. Ugh. Damn, man. No! Oh! 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 No! Why would they do this? Why would they? Oh my god, guys, I can't. Why? Oh, this song coming in, I hate it. I hate it. Why? What? What? No! Man, what the fuck? Oh! Damn, bro! She's there, but like how? Like, how can you even, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, she's just alone. Like, how could it even matter after that? Oh. Well, now she's going a little crazy too. Guys, this is... What? take this, man. What the fuck? Oh my god, man. Oh, that's not what I expected, but it was also very similar to what I expected, if that makes any sense. Oh man, I need a tissue. I know this is gross. I need to I'll probably cut this out for the YouTube version. Just give me a second, guys. I hate that I'm sniffing or whatever, you know? Okay, anyway. Let me try to get this out of here. Okay. Anyway, man, what the fuck? I kind of figured, right? It's, something that our teachers always tell us at school. If you guys don't know, I go to a musical theater school, a school for performers, right? And so something that we were taught last semester was a good story will be both surprising yet inevitable, right? That was our teacher's, I guess, thesis on what he thinks makes a good story. And I think that this definitely falls into that category, right? Because you kind of always knew, or at least I thought, I sort of always had this lingering feeling that David would die, right? But the way that he died was very surprising, and I do wonder, I would like to have, I think, a bigger discussion about this in the comment section, because I think the introduction of Adam is very interesting, just because, I don't know, some people may see that as, rushed, and almost, in a way, anticlimactic, because David was killed by this rando character that we don't even really, we don't have a pre-established connection to. He's not the big bad. He's not, a character that we've seen in previous episodes. He's not this constant antagonist. It's just this guy that's kind of brought in at the very end. But at the same time, I almost kind of like that. I almost like it because I feel like that it has a lot of, in terms of, I guess, analyzing the show, I think that it has a very interesting metaphor. I don't know. I don't think metaphor is the right word, but it's this sort of idea that, there's this character, and they weren't necessarily set up to be the big bad. They weren't this character that was constantly, throughout the show or anything. So yeah, it wasn't even like that character was the big bad, or they were kind of always around or anything. They weren't this, antagonist that you may have in other anime, right? I can't really think of a good example right now, but something, okay, Full Metal Alchemist, right? Brotherhood has a very, beginning to end sort of, you build up this character to sort of be the big bad situation, right? It has other antagonists along the way, but you kind of see where the final end game is going, or Code Geass, or anything of that sort of nature, right? You have other antagonists, but there's this big bad, and the big bad is kind of a consistent element until they are defeated. And I think that, that it works for those shows, but I feel like that the introduction of this other character kind of works for this one, because they did mention Adam in passing. I feel like I remember him being mentioned in previous episodes, but it kind of is poetic in a way, because it's not this, this big bad that kills David. It's not even Faraday, or it's not Tanaka, because Tanaka's already fucking dead. It's not any of those characters. It is this other character that is like David, right? They even say that he doesn't have a lot of, biological left, right? He doesn't have a lot of biological left in him, this, Adam Smasher character, right? And that he's heard legends about him. He's just mostly mechanical, or mostly, cyber now. So it's almost, I don't know, I feel like it's almost poetic in a way, because and you know what else it is? That's what David could have been, right? Because that character works for Arasaka, so I think that in that case, because he works for Arasaka, he represents, you know what I mean? Because he works for Arasaka, he represents the, how do you say, he represents the Arasaka, people that have been, taken, right? Like the people that have been taken for the experiment of the cyber skeleton. That's what I'm trying to say. Because he's Arasaka, he is one of the characters that represents, like, this is what David could have been if he was kind of drafted into this Arasaka program, because Adam works, it seems like for Arasaka, right? And so it's almost like Adam is a reflection of what David could have been if David had been, like, put into the program, right? And so I do actually think it's fitting for Adam to kill him at the end, because Adam may have killed him, like David did not survive, but David also died as I don't know, as free as you could possibly be, I guess you could say, right? Because I did say in the other episode, as sort of an analysis point, that rather than trying to change the system, David just works still within the system. It's just a different hierarchy. Instead of Corpo, it's kind of the rebels, the rebels of Night City, right? So I kind of talked about that, but at the same time, in this specific context, David is not working within that system, the Corpo system. And so this is kind of, I don't think that Adam's necessarily like representative of like Corpo or something, but it's almost like Adam is what David could have been. And so at the end, for Adam to kill him and David to die, I think it's just that David didn't die working, at least, I guess, for somebody else. Like, David didn't die having to bow down to anyone else. And I think that's kind of the point. And so I wonder if people have a problem with that, but I personally don't have an issue with that as being the ending. I think it's very poetic in a way, because, yeah, like, Adam's the one who won at the end of the day, but did he really win? Because obviously, we don't know a lot about his character, but we can imagine he's one of the candidates for, like, the program, and so he's kind of just, like, Arasaka lapdog situation, right? Whereas David, I guess, even though he was working for Faraday, at the end he died on his own terms, right? And so, yeah, I do wonder what people think about that, though, because I could see people, I don't know, I could see people feel mixed a little bit about that ending in some regards, especially, like, Rebecca dying. That wasn't entirely necessary. I feel like that was for shock value. Maybe it was just supposed to sort of represent this idea that, like, yeah, everybody involved in this is gonna die. You know, like, sort of like Maine and Dorio and Kiwi and Rebecca's brother, like, everyone who has been involved, like, that's the way it ends, is that, like, it ends in death, other than Falco, and Lucy, right? And, like, Lucy ultimately, goes to the moon, but, you know, it's sort of a bittersweet sort of thing. But I really liked that last conversation between David and Lucy. Yeah, like, oh man, like, I really liked the last conversation between them. I think it summarized both of their characterizations very well. Like, all Lucy wanted was him, but all David wanted was to make Lucy happy. But at the same time, Lucy's dream isn't that fulfilled because the one person she wanted to share it with is gone, and that they sort of have I don't want to call it a communication issue, but they almost have a communication issue on that front, right? It's that David was sort of doing all this for her, but this isn't what she wanted. And that's why I also think that David wasn't really doing it for her. He was also doing it for himself. You know what I mean? Because they could have had, you know, a quiet life, I guess, and they both could have gone to the moon after they, like, got enough money. They probably had enough money already to go to the moon. I think it's just that David is kind of an adrenaline junkie, and I think they kind of point to that in previous episodes, that he always kind of had the dream to be like this and go out like this, and there's nothing you can really do about that when someone's already set, like how he laughs at the crime scene. And how he has, like, taken, like, the brain dances that now I realize, like, episode 1, I think that's who he was looking at. He was looking at the person that was killed by Max Tech or whatever, like, the people with the cyber psychosis, that he always kind of, like, I don't know, he kind of got off on, like, the adrenaline of that, right? And so I think that that's kind of what they pointed to. But yeah, I'm kind of curious if we can, like, find anything right now just to talk about in terms of, like, how people received it, because, you know, obviously, the way that I've recorded this one, because I knew that there would have been spoilers and whatnot, like, I recorded this in a vacuum. I just wanted to record my own experience. I didn't want to see what anyone else said. But yeah, and so I'm just sort of looking, like, I'm just wondering, like, what people were saying. This is the episode, I'm looking at the Reddit discussion for episode 10 right now. I can't accept them killing off Rebecca. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't know, that may not be, like, a criticism, that may be just, like, you know, whatever, like, that may just be, like, someone being sad, but yeah, that's the one thing that I'm like, man, like, do they really have to... I don't know, like, did they really have to do that? Like, I don't know if they had to do that. Yup, that is a Cyberpunk ending. I have some bias because I love the game, but trying to disconnect that, I really love the show a lot. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the ending makes a lot of sense. Like, it does make a lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of people are talking to Rebecca. People are talking about Smasher 2 in the game, which may be another element, is even though for us, Smasher kind of came out of nowhere. If you played the game, you'll probably have a deeper connection, right? But yeah, a lot of people, I don't see any people really have a problem, like, with the ending, right? The ending was tragic, but I think it was realistic. Kind of funny how Arasaka Tower keeps ending up in the final background. They did mention in one of the earlier episodes, to become a legend in Night City, you have to die. So yeah, that's what I was saying too. You know, I think that it definitely makes a lot of sense, right? I feel like that it makes sense. You know, you can't have a happy ending, I guess. Yeah, so the people are basically saying what I'm saying too. Like, Lucy, the reason why I think that she survived is because she didn't go down the path. I think that really does make sense. I think that makes a lot of sense, right? Oh, see, so somebody is saying lack of communication. I kind of like that, because that's kind of what I was thinking, and I was like, oh, that's not the right word. I'm gonna read this out just because I think it's interesting, right? Certain aspects of it were set in stone, like how David would have continued to be pursued, but the way it unfolded was largely the result of David and Lucy's relationship suffering from the same fatal flaw as any other relationship, lack of communication. Lucy uncovering the digital dossier on David during the crew's last job together, combined with the loss of 2 teammates, sent Lucy down a path to preserve the one person she felt like she couldn't and wouldn't live without, which was David. She pulls away from the crew, leaving Net running the Kiwi, only engaging David as a romantic partner, not a professional one. During this time, David grows into his own and becomes a competent leader. A much more cyberized individual continues grinding with the revised crew with the memory of Lucy's dream tucked in the back of his mind. Then they go on to talk about, like, David's dependence on the cyber stuff, right? Like, him confiding in, like, Rebecca about it a bit. Rebecca conveys this is the exact thought when they go back to rescue Lucy, stating she's the only one who can bring David back. Right? There's a certain delusion with David's character, how he views himself as special. He continues to push himself further much more over the edge. But yeah, this person is basically, like, going on to say that maybe it could have been prevented if Lucy had remained part of the crew instead of being secretive. I think that's very interesting, because they aren't blaming Lucy, but I think that this comment about the lack of communication, it does make sense. The plan never comes to fruition if Lucy is never captured. Lucy's never captured if she opens up to David, yeah. And so I feel like that's, you know, I feel like that kind of hits the nail on the head, right? Like, David and Lucy sort of have I don't know, like, they have a very, like, I don't know, they have a very, like, not communicating, like, relationship, right? Like, especially, and I feel like the ending sort of solidifies that, because you have Lucy saying, you know, all I ever wanted was you, but I don't think that he really knew that. Like, I don't think he really knew that all Lucy wanted was David, right? If David had said, let's make a run for it, I'm sure she would have traded many more nights with him, staring up at the stars and the moon, living on it alone with the fleeting memory. Don't get me wrong, I love Lucy and Rebecca, but the downfall of David is he's in love with someone who loves him so much that she condemns him to his own demise through her desire to protect him. And in return, David, not knowing why Lucy's captured in the first place, sacrifices everything to protect her. A genuine gesture of love which puts Lucy's efforts in vain. Yeah, so it's kind of like they both love each other so much, right? And they both love each other so much that they almost, like, cause each other's downfall. And I think that's a really interesting analysis of it, because I think that's true. I think that is really true about, like, David and Lucy. It's like, David didn't really, I don't know, he didn't really know that all Lucy wanted was him, I think. And at the same time, I think that even if David did know that all Lucy wanted was him, he wouldn't have stopped, because he has this own idea of like what is enough. I don't know. It's hard to explain, right? It's that even if Lucy said all I wanted to do was be with you, at the end, you know, he kind of has this idea that that's not even good enough. Like, that's not even good enough to, he's not even good enough to be with her unless he does all this. So it's also that, like, David wouldn't have listened. Like, David wouldn't have listened anyway, right? So yeah, like, and that ending is very interesting too, because with Lucy, it's sort of ambiguous, right? Like, you could, I don't know, like, it's a little ambiguous because you don't really know, right? You don't really know, like, where, like, if Lucy's actually at the moon or she's, like, dead, and, like, you know, this is just an imaginary scenario, or maybe she is really on the moon, but, you know, she clearly has a lot of mental, you know, problems after that, right? And so I wonder, like, I don't know, maybe she's taking some sort of, like, memory chip. Maybe that's what it, like, maybe there's some sort of, like, brain dance, and that's what she's seeing. She's seeing, like, a brain dance of her and David on the moon together, like some sort of edited brain dance, like editing David's memories from episode 3, episode 2, and then also a combination of her actually being on the moon. Like, I don't know if that's how it works, but maybe it could be something like that, or she's just hallucinating, right? But yeah, I definitely don't think that this was gonna end, like, there was no way that this was gonna end in a, like, happy ending, right? And so I think that, yeah, I think that it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't even know, and see, somebody else is saying this, and this is a good point. I don't even know if at the end Lucy actually really wanted to go to the moon, you know? Like, I feel like that was her dream before, but I think her dream after was to just, like, spend, like, her life, I think, with David, and, like, she never really got that. So I think it's interesting how, it shows how destructive the nature of addiction is that can take pieces of your humanity. Yeah, I think that's true, too. I think that, like, David would have never stopped. You know, he could protect the people he's got left, but he, you know, but he doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't stop, and I think that's interesting, too. But yeah, I think, yeah, people are sort of going back and forth on Rebecca in this thread, but I think that Rebecca's death makes sense because it's sort of, again, one of those moments where it's like, nobody's the main character. Like, there's that idea that, like, people just die and it's sort of not grandiose, or not, I don't know how to explain it, like, people just sort of die and it's not significant, it just sort of happens. But yeah, guys, I think this is where I'm gonna end this one here. Oh man, this has really, like, fucked me up. Like, I don't usually cry in my reactions. I know that, like, I mean, you know, sometimes I get close and whatever, but I don't usually cry anyway. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end this one here. I'll just try to give, like, some final thoughts before we go, because I was, like, reading, the subreddit and stuff, and I'll keep, some of the stuff I said about that. But yeah, I did really enjoy the show. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really good. I do like the ending. I don't have that much of a problem with how it ended. I can't see anybody else having that much of a problem either with it. I just sort of wondered if people did, because I was like, like, I don't know, like, I feel like that some people may have thought, like, certain things were rushed or whatever, but I thought that the show was very good. I think that it hit on all of the themes that it wanted to hit on. I think that there's, you know, a lot of how Lucy and David ended up, I think, was very poetic, and I think the writing was always sort of on the wall with that, and I already explained that, so I won't get into that too much, but I think that they had such good chemistry and such a good relationship, and it is really just a bittersweet ending, and I guess this is why. So, I will say, now that I'm done everything, there was, I think by episode 8, I wanted to, like, read some fan fiction, like some David Lucy fan fiction, and, like, I saw in the tag, like, I didn't see a spoiler, but I saw that there were a lot of fix-it fics, which, if you guys don't know, it's like fan fiction where people are, like, fixing or, like, rewriting an ending, and that's when I knew, like, that's when I really knew that things were gonna go wrong. Like, it didn't say what it was fixing, like, it's just the tag on AO3, but I was like, oh no, if there are fix-it fics out there, that's not a good sign. But yeah, I really enjoyed the show, but man, this last episode, somebody else said they feel empty inside, and I'm like, me too, man. I kind of feel empty inside too. Like, Man, you know, I don't know. Can you guys see the pain in my eyes? Like, I smile, but the pain is just in my eyes and in my heart, and I don't really know what to make of it. Especially because we're not getting a season 2, right? Like, they may follow other characters, but, like, there's no way to do a season 2 now of this. Like, everyone's just kind of dead, and that's kind of sad for me, because it's one of those things where it sort of feels like I would have loved to spend more time with these characters, but it's like, how? You know, it's not, this isn't going to be a show that has like 50 episodes like Code Geass, or like, you know, 4 seasons like Attack on Titan, and it makes me sad because I could watch their adventures all day. I loved the heist of it all. Like, you guys saw, like, in my previous reactions, I really liked all the action and all the heists and all of the dramatics of it. And so if you guys have another show that is kind of similar to this in that aspect, let me know. I'm always up for it. But yeah, like, I don't know if anything will scratch this same itch that this show did in a long time, because the action was just so stellar, and I don't know anything like that. Like, I love the heists stuff. Like, that's just something that, like, I particularly love. Like, I love seeing characters do crime, and I don't know if there's gonna be another show like that for a while. And so yeah, I guess that's it from me, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed my reactions. Thank you guys for all your support, patrons, viewers, everything. If you were you know, a patron and getting the episodes early in any capacity, I hope that you guys really enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if there's something similar to this that you guys would think that I would like, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.